What's going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video review. This time it's Splinter from the movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you can purchase this figure at GameStop.com. I believe they only come in 4-packs nowadays. That's why I'm showing you all the 4 boxes. I suggest you buy the 4-pack anyway. And if you wanted the quarter scale figure though, you can purchase them still at BigBadToyStore.com. I'll put the link down below if you want something with a larger scale and honestly more details, because the larger the figure is, obviously the more details they can squeeze it in. But as far as this figure is concerned, if space is an issue for you like myself, you can go with this. I believe this is 1/9 if I'm not mistaken, not 1/6. They're pretty tiny, but they go well with my Turtles figure, which is I reviewed maybe about a year ago, and I'm really happy with how they came out. So this was a no-brainer for me. You get the other 4 guys, which is Splinter and the 2-foot soldiers and Shredder. Now, as far as Splinter, you know, he's a main character. He doesn't come with a whole lot of accessories, but the figure itself is not bad. You see it on the thumbnails. Plus, this comes out to around, let's say, after taxes, around $25 each, or maybe $27 after taxes. So that is not a bad deal at all. So it is, as far as accessories, he doesn't come with much. You get that ooze that transform the turtles to what they are, you know, like this biochemical radioactive material. I don't quote me on this, but I already forgot the movie how they became this oversized turtles. Now, as far as his nunchucks, it is unlike the foot soldier, who does have an actual chain in it. This one is more of a wire, so you can see here, so you can kind of post them. So if he's kind of like playing around with it or trying to attack someone, I suppose you can change the direction of it. It comes with a pizza as well. I don't remember if Splinter actually liked pizzas, but you know, you see it in this figure. But he doesn't come with any hands though, which is unfortunate, because the hands that it comes with, as you can see here, it's kind of open palm. He can't really hold certain items, so you know, I wish he came in with different types of hands. But as you can see here, he is wearing an actual outfit. You know, they're not sculpted like the foot soldiers and whatnot. So that's pretty awesome. You know, it brings more realism to the figure. As you can see there's a lot of weathering, some holes in his shirt. The edges are a bit torn off, and I was surprised because, as you know, I always place my figure in this rotating base that I do have, and that's his foot, who won't really focus. But I just want to show you, it was an awkward way to stand him up, and the ball joint on the foot, as you can see there, it's right on the ankle, and he does have a tail that has some very limited articulation, but it does help in this situation for him to stand, because it kind of serves as a tripod on his back. As you can see here, he's wearing the fabric that they used here is more like a sack, which is nice. You know, I'm not even sure how accurate it is, but it looks pretty good. You can see the edges a bit tattered. There's some holes on his elbows and just dirt all over his costume, which is, you know, adds some more texture into this figure, so that makes it a bit more realistic, so to speak. Then again, you can see there's 2 joints in his foot. One is around the ankle. I don't know if you can see it. There's kind of like a ball peg, and one is around, you know, the pivot of the foot, which it's okay. There's not, I believe there's nothing on the knee joint, so that makes it a bit more challenging on some poses. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how the outfit came about. Now, as far as the head sculpt, you gotta remember, this was back in the 90s, this movie. So there's no CGI, so this is more like practical, you know, like some animations. Now, I wouldn't even call this animation, more practical costumes. And so it's not that realistic. However, I believe it translates well into the figure. Even the ears are not even. I don't even remember if that's actually the case, but I like how it turned out. You know, it's not as great as the Turtles, the conversion at least, but you know, it's pretty good in my opinion for $24. Look at that paint application. I think it works well, and you got a figure with like a decent outfit in them. So I'm just gonna demonstrate a few points of articulation that he does have. So the head has a little bit of movement, but because it's weird, he's a rat. It's like a wolf, and because this tail, it moves around like so. But I wish the tail was a bit more like there's a wire inside, but there isn't. And you can see there's a ball peg in there. So there's some movement when it comes to his foot. Very limited whatsoever, but there is. On his knee, there's a little bit of joint there. As you can see, you can bend it that way. But again, there's no rotation whatsoever. And here he is next to the turtles, which I think looks pretty awesome. I love these turtles, man. The best $100 I've spent, because even if the joints are hidden, like from their knees and their elbows. They are like they are really a miniature quarter scale from the NECA. So if you don't, I think they all look good. Look at all these. Look at the shot right here. Those turtles are just photogenic. Look at Mikey. He looks like he's doing something bad, but yeah, I love this set. I also got the like I mentioned earlier, I got the 4 set with Shredder and the 2-foot soldiers. And if you have a display piece and you're a big fan of the turtles back from the 90s, I highly recommend picking up the 4 other ones. Like I mentioned earlier, if you watch my channel, you probably watch me, reviewing YouTube. So for 4 figures for $100, you just shouldn't even think about it. This is not even the price of a head sculpt when we're talking about a 1/6 scale here. Yet, if you are into photography or, like they look together. They look great, all these set. And, I wish you can still find them in GameStop. If you can't, just keep an eye on it and I'm sure you get one. So thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in the next review.